Kiona Satatu, Sanam Super Boys, how are we doing? Sorry, I'm delayed by 8 minutes. I just got a little bit preoccupied with something else. I was trying to get this set up, panicking, trying to get everything down. And I have my setup kind of half back. So I'm trying to figure out where I used to put everything, which is quite a difficult task to figure out. There we go. Is that where I had it? That looks kind of like where I had it. I think. Where did I used to put the screen? Can anyone remember where I used to put my my little thingy right here? Where can anyone remember? I can't remember. How are we doing, folks? Welcome to the Super Championship race practice session. This is the final practice session on the run-up to the Super Championship, race number 1 in Catalonia, Barcelona, or Circuit de Barcelona, Catalonia. Write down, I remember. Write down? Okay, perfect, where it is, so. So, can everyone join up? Is everybody able to actually join up? I'll just put it into the group chat myself, actually, that I'm live. You still can't find, can you not find the livery icon? You can't find it. How can't you find it though? Like, go to Showcase and then look for my name. It should pop up then. Like, I'm pretty sure I made it findable. Pretty sure anyway. Woo, a lot of Austrians. 1 Norwegian. Oh, boys, it's so freaking hot today. Mind you, I was running around the house, so that's probably why it's so freaking hot. Can't wait to see who's first out on track. Team Spider Racing are the first out on track. That lovely rear end to the car says something rather funny. That Porsche design looks so freaking good. It just looks so good. Massum, first one out on track for the pre-season practice. You type it into the search bar, dude. You need to go to the livery finder and then type in my name. Or type in Super Knight. Literally all one word. Massum out on track first in the Team Spider from Vietnam. Looking quite solid, in fairness. He is looking quite solid out on the track. He's on his outlap at the moment. We have Andy out on track, we have Greta Thunberg, and we have Invisible Trio out on track now as well. Rounding the final set of corners. And now onto the main straight, and he will start his lap. And he started it. Going through turn 4 now. Coming up towards turn 5. They're looking pretty solid. Down through turn 5 he goes. Up towards turn 6. Massam looking very solid. And he's through 7. Through turns 14 and now through turn 15. He's looking solid. He's going to have the first time on the board, so he will be the fastest car on track for the time being. Icon, you still can't find it, dude? 5 people here, boys. If you haven't done already, please do hit the like button. I really would appreciate it if you haven't done that already. Massam crosses the line with a 151. Massam and Andy goes fastest on track overall. Well, a 150.5. How's Greta Thunberg how to get on? In the Spider Racing Team car. Greta Thunberg will cross the line. Only good enough for third by 0.6 of a second behind his teammate Massam. Invisible Trio now coming down. And has started his lap in that beautiful orange and blue Speedster. Through turn 14 and now through turn 15 he goes. How will he fare out? He is looking relatively quick. Could he be the fastest car on track? He looks like he could put in a pretty solid lap time here, folks. Looks like he's coming down to the line. How will he cross it? He does go the fastest overall. It looks good. 148.4. Fastest overall. Yeah, Icon 100% published it, dude. It's 100% published. Okay, I gotta change some audio settings right now. Invisible Trio looking good. Fastest car on track at the moment, I assume. Yes, he is. By 2 seconds, he is the fastest car on track. Andy comes into the pits. He is 1/10 of a second behind his teammate, Greta Thunberg. 1.8 seconds behind. Or should I say, Massam is 1/10 of a second ahead of that Ragnarok Racing Team car. Massam now fastest on track by 1/10 of a second. Invisible Trio comes into the pits. The speed star of Invisible Trio is coming back out on track. Them speed stars are looking pretty quick this year. They could be the team to beat by the looks of it. They're fastest in the practice session at the moment. Mind you, there's only 4 in the practice session, but we've yet to see Icon, current world champion, to come out and take a lap. He's trying to figure out how to get that Sarush livery onto his car. He's struggling to find it. says he will get delivery later. Invisible Trio heating up his tyres. He's going to go for another quick lap by the looks of it. See if he can improve on his current lap, which is 2 seconds in the lead above everybody else. Be interesting to see how Icon gets on. Icon just joined the session. Icon now. Not quite the super livery we were hoping for, but it is definitely the right green at least. Greta Thunberg out on track in a Chrysler. Interesting choice of car. He is 1.9 seconds behind his teammate, but looks like to be on a fast lap at the moment. Gets a little bit out of shape there. Holding on well, going down now, heading towards turn 13, goes around turn 13 now. Through turn 13 right now, going down towards turn 14 and 15 because he gets through them well. He looks quick, he gives me a little flash of the lights. He knows he's been watched. Greta Thunberg now coming down towards the finish line. How will he fare out? He's going to be a little bit slower than we expect, I think. 152.4 is the fastest he can manage, which is 3/100ths of a second slower than his teammate. Or from his last lap, should I say. 6 people in the stream, boys. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button. Only 2 likes on the stream with 6 people here, and that can be done better. Come on, boys. I put a lot of effort into this championship. Least you can do is hit the like button for me. Icon now, about to start his lap in the Sarouche team car in the livery, but it's not the correct livery, but at least it's something. It's in the right colour anyway, and he's coming down and he's crossed the line, and now he's began his lap. How will he fare out in that RCZ? It is definitely the favourite car. Everyone seems to think that it is broken. A little bit of lagging going on there. Hello Alejandro, welcome dude. Boys, Vendroni, please do hit that like button. I really would mean a lot to me if you could hit that like button at the very least. Icon now, starting to round these corners, and he looks to be taking them quite well as well, hitting the apexes correctly on all of them. How will he fare out in that Peugeot? Ooh, he gets a little bit wide there by the looks of it. He's pushing hard. He's coming up now down towards turn 10 or turn 11 and turn 12, going through turn 12 right now, heading down towards turn 13. And how will he be able to take them corners? Invisible Trio, the current leader this session, fastest in the practice session at the moment. Icon now coming through turn 13, heading towards turn 14. It's 13 now, down through 14, down through 15, and now heading towards 16. How will he fare out? He looks quick. He does look quick. Invisible Trio pulling a toe off him. How will Icon go? Icon crosses the line and only good enough for third place with a 1:49.1. Not as quick as it initially looked. Invisible Trio now pulling a slipstream, a weak one at that, but a slipstream off of Icon. How will Invisible Trio go now? Invisible Trio is only 0.8 of a second ahead of Andy, who has had a little spin. Andy now has his livery on. It's good to see the livery. Invisible Trio pulling a toe off of Icon. How will he fare out? Invisible Trio looks to be going quicker, gives a little flash of the lights, letting Icon know he is there. Current world champion is under pressure. First time we've seen Icon be so far off the pace. He's 1 second off the pace. First time we've seen Icon like that before. Invisible Trio is looking quick though. But Icon looks to be quick as well, as Invisible Trio just can't get ahead of him. Greta Thunberg gives a little flash of the lights. Icon is quicker than his last lap, but is it going to be enough? Oh, he gets right over that sausage curb. That'll have slowed him down. Invisible Trio right behind him. How will Icon fare out now as he comes down towards turn 14 and 15? Through 15, through 14. Now he goes through 15, heading down towards turn 16 now. Right over that sausage curb. Keeps it within the white lines, which is the main thing. And now he's coming down towards the line. How will he finish out here? Will it be faster again? It's a 1:48. It's 1:10 faster. Does Invisible Trio go quicker? He does not. Invisible Trio does not improve on his lap time. Only good enough for 1:49 on that lap. Tire wear is becoming a problem though. Icon now down into 4th place. Icon struggling a little bit around here. Massim is a little bit off the pace as well. 1.4. 1.5 off the pace of Icon. Greta Thunberg back out on track. Icon 0.8 off of Greta Thunberg by the looks of it. Andy is only 0.8 off of Invisible Trio, which is amazing to see. Andy really lighting up that. Oh, he gets a penalty. Comes into the pit lane. Invisible Trio dominating this practice session at the moment. Marvin TH down Invisible Trio's car looks so good. It does look good. The orange and blue of Invisible Trio and Speedstar Racing Team. Welcome Marvin TH. Awesome to see you here, dude. If you haven't done already, please do hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't done already. It would be awesome if you could do that. Invisible Trio now coming down. Going through turn 12 at the moment. About to go through turn 12. Heading down towards turn 13 and down through 14 then. Is he faster this time around is the question, but his tires seem to be gone off. Oh, he's gone deep there. He'll have last time. Does his lap time look faster? It doesn't look as fast as his 1:48. Yeah, it's definitely not as fast. Crosses the line with a 1:51. Definitely not the fastest lap that he'd want to see, but he's definitely within that 1:50 time frame, which seems to be quite strong around this track. Excuse me, fellas, 1 second while I turn off my camera. Something's gotten into my mask and it's bothering me. Just give me 1 second. Cine69! Welcome, dude! Our reserve driver in the championship this season. He's a reserve driver for this season. If anyone does not show up, obviously not to be taking advantage of it, but he is the reserve driver and it's awesome to see him here. Greta Thunberg. Massim has probably the nicest spider car out on track at the moment. 7 people in the stream, boys. Please do hit that like button. I'm turning my camera back on now. I got something up my nose in my mask. I suspect it's my mustache. I must shave it. It's getting in my way. The Invisible Trio looking to make an overtake, by the looks of it, on Greta Thunberg. Massim coming out in the beautiful livery of Spider Racing Team. It looks like Invisible Trio is a little bit slower again this lap round. Andy is only 4/1000ths of a second ahead of Icon. Icon's pulled out a cracking lap. A 1:43 by the looks of it on his out lap. So let's see how he improves from here on in. He's now into third. Oh, he's gone wide! And he's pulled over on the side of the track. Let's move on. Andy, out on track, Invisible Trio, crosses the line to start another lap. Greta Thunberg behind him. Massam on his out lap. In that beautiful Spider Racing team with the Vietnam logos on it. Looks fantastic. Icon says he hates himself. Invisible Trio comes into the pits. Massam looking to make an effort here now. It started on his out lap. Andy is coming down towards turn 13. An epic livery of Ragnarok Racing. Andy through 14 and 15, heading down towards turn 16 now. Will start his lap. And was only 3/10 off of his original pace, which isn't too bad. Icon now back out on track. It's only 4/1000ths of a second off of Andy, which is ridiculous. Massam rounding 16, and let's see how he fares out. He's on his out lap, so now he begins his lap. Massam down towards turn 1 and turn 2. Through turn 1 he looks decent. Yeah, a little bit out of control, a small bit through turn 2 and up through turn 3, onto turn 3 now. The big long swooping turn 3, getting a little bit squealy of the tyres. Really pushing the car beyond what it's capable of. Kyoto! Welcome Kyoto. The one and only Kyoto. Icon now started his lap. Down through turn 1, in through turn 2. Line looks nice and tight, holds on quite well through it. Heading up into turn 3, keeping a nice tight line to that right hand side as best as he can to give him a slingshot effect into turns 4 and in through turn 5. He is fastest on track at the moment, goes 3/100ths of a second purple. Goes down through turn 6 and through 7. Heading up towards turn 8, through turn 8 nicely now. Can he get through turn 9 effectively without losing time? Looks to be good. Gets it a little, keeps it within the white line. Looks good now. He is purple by 1/10 of a second. He is the fastest car on track at the moment. Icon struggling to find grip right there now. How will he fare out on this lap? Down through 13, now down through 14, through 15 now in a second, and now onto the swinging, swooping turn 16, and screaming down towards the finish line. How will he fare out? He is 1/10 of a second fastest on track. He goes across the line, nearly 2/10 of a second faster than Invisible Trio. What an epic lap from Icon. Just going to check what my insurance is up to. Not sure what that means, but 10 people here, boys. Please do hit the like button. I really would appreciate it. 10 people here and only 5 likes on the stream. Come on, boys. Let's do better than that. We can. I know you can do better than that. Icon now again goes 2/100ths of a second fastest overall. through sector 1. Icon now starting to warm up himself a little bit. 7 likes on the stream, boys. Thank you ever so much. I really appreciate it. 11 people here. Let's get some more likes. Icon now really pushing and extracting as much from... Oh, he gets a little bit up. He'll have dirty these tyres there. He's lucky he didn't lose the rear end of the car. He's fastest through sector 1. How is he going to be through sector 2? He is only 4/100ths of a second up on Invisible Trio, or on his own fastest lap time, should I say. He has lost a little bit of time through sector 2. How will he get on through sector 3? Rounding through corner 14, through 14, through 15. Now coming down towards turn 16, the big long swooping downhill swoop of turn 16. Will he cross the line faster again? No, he will not. He is 0.2 of a second slower than his fastest lap, which was a 1:47.8. 12 people here, boys. Thank you ever so much. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button. Icon pulls over to the side. Let's see how Invisible Trio gets on. He is gone faster than his fastest lap. He went 4/100ths of a second faster than his personal best, which is a 1:48.073. Invisible Trio now trying to find some time. Invisible Trio! Oh wait, Icon comes into the pit lane. It's not that deep. But can Invisible Trio find some time? Invisible Trio is being hunted down by Andy. Just a little bit. 1/10 of a second separates Andy from Invisible Trio, and 1/10 of a second separates Invisible Trio from Icon. I didn't see how he was through sector 1. Hopefully he gets on better through sector 2. Looks to be quick, heading down now towards sector 2. Goes through turn 9. Oh, he gets a little bit up on the gravel. You can see it spraying all over the road. How will he fire it out? How will he get on through sector 2? He's 4/10ths down through sector 2. He aborts the lap. It looks like he's aborted the lap. He has. He's lost all his grip in his tyres. He's retreated to the... Icon gives a little flash. Will there be training at every race? Trainings at every race? No. You can train yourself if you want, but this is just a pre-season practice session. There will be practice sessions, obviously, after the race, but it'll be more as a qualifying practice rather than just practice. This is just purely practice. Icon 2.2 tenths up on Andy, who's putting in some pretty decent lap times in that Ragnarok racing team. Icon's on his out lap. Icon now begins another flying lap, seeing how he gets on. 9 people in the stream. Boys, thank you ever so much. I really appreciate the support. And the drivers will appreciate the support as well. Thank you ever so much. We have 14 drivers in the championship this year, all taking part and competing for the #1 prize. Obviously, there's only 5 in the practice session at the moment, but it is only a practice session. There is no hassle. People were asking for a practice session, so I gave them a practice session. Super Pals to be jumping in shortly. I'm not sure about Call Me Justin. Simi69, you're more than welcome to join up. Icon is 1/10 of a second up faster than his fastest lap so far. How will he fare out now? Will he be able to maintain that is the question. Andy does go faster than Icon by quite a large margin. 4/10 of a second faster than Icon. Now how will Icon be able to respond to that is the question. 4/10 of a second, that is a lot. Andy changing to medium tyres. Oh, Icon gets a little bit over. He's over the sausage curve, but holds on well, keeps it within the white lines. Andy with the fastest lap so far with a 147.4. Icon gets a penalty and decides to put it into the barrier. Very upset with that, obviously. Andy back out on track. Andy, fastest overall, which is beyond impressive. 11 people in the stream, boys. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button. I really would appreciate it. Andy in that Ragnarok Racing, just taking it nice and easy. He doesn't need to push. He's minding his tyres. He's on his out lap. Can he extend his lead at the top is the question. 0.6 of a second faster than Visible Trio. And Icon is 0.4 slower than Andy. Icon comes back into the pits, changing to soft compound tyres. 9 likes on the stream, boys. You boys are sexy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Amazing, amazing, amazing. 10 likes. We have more likes than we have viewers. How about that? Thank you so much, lads. I really do appreciate that. That's amazing. That is amazing. Andy now rounding through turn 14 through 15 and then onto the big downhill swooping curl of turn 16. Oh, he gets a little bit squealy, but he gets through and now he's flat out. How will he get on through sector 1? Could be quick, and he looks to be very quick. Very impressed with Andy. Very impressed with Andy. Looks very good through turns 1 through 2. Now up into the big round turn of 3. How will he get on through sector 1? Will he be faster or slower? He is slower by 0.4 of a second. He is 0.4 of a second slower. Let's see how Icon's going to get on. He's on his out lap at the moment, just coming through turns 12, going through, sorry, 11 through 12. And now up towards turn 13. On that straight now down towards 13. Goes through 13. How will he get on through 14 and 15? Tight on the left. Keeps it nice and tight. Gets around it well. Now onto the big downhill. Swooping straight of turn 16. Einfach Thomas has joined the party. How will he get on through the practice session is the question. Waiting on Superpow as well. Superpow should be joining us relatively soon. Icon pushing hard. Starting to break now. Gets down onto that turn 1. Keeps a nice and tight line. Swooping through turn 2. Doesn't let it go too wide onto turn 3 though. Tires are screeching. And Visible Trio goes 0.2 of a second faster than Icon. With a 147.6, which is 0.2 off of Andy. That McLaren is looking super fast out there. Icon struggling. He is faster than his fastest lap time so far. Not fast enough to be in the purple sections though. Einfach Thomas now out. How will Icon get on through sector 2? Icon now goes fast. Or second, moves up into second place as Invisible Trio goes into the pit lane. He is 0.3 slower than his fastest lap. Icon struggling out there just a little bit. A little bit more than you'd expect for Icon. Massam now in that beautiful livery of Spider Racing Team. He's on his out lap. Einfach Thomas, let's watch how Einfach Thomas gets on. His teammate Invisible Trio out on track. I'm wondering how Einfach will get on. Let's just watch a lap with Einfach and see how he gets on. We're on board with Einfach Thomas in the helmet cam. In the beautiful livery that is Speedstar Racing Team. Gets a little bit deep, I think. He does go a little bit deep, has to get off the brakes a little bit quicker than usual. We still don't have any home heroes of Superpower or Nacho Gonzalez. We're waiting on them to join us. This is a home race for two of our drivers this year. And here goes Einfach Thomas now. Or Thomas, should I say. I'm probably pronouncing the first name wrong. So I'm just going to call him Thomas. Thomas does cross the line and now begins his fast lap. Ooh, does he gets a little bit deep into the corner, holding on well though, managed to hold that car. I thought it was going to go off the track. Gets up onto the marbles just a little bit too much. Now kicks into third and fourth. Goes to that corner very, very well. And in case any of you are wondering why I'm looking down, yes, it is exactly what you think it is. I have to remember a lot of shit, guys, okay? Just bear that in mind. The minute you start to slag me about having to have the turns up on my phone, I have to look at a lot of shit. So give me a break. Einfach Thomas now heading down towards turns 10. No, sorry. Yes, turn 10. To turn 11. Up onto 12. The question is how would he get on to turns 14 and 15? Because they're the hardest turns on the track. Maybe you could incorporate turn 13 into it. Going through 14 now and through 15. Keeps a nice tight line. How will he get on through 16? The big downhill swooping curl of turn 16. He will cross the line with a 148.6, which does put him into third place for the time being. All the drivers have not come back out on track yet. And there goes my phone. Icon now coming back out on track. Can't quite remember where he is on the board. 12 people here, boys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. We're watching the practice session, the final practice session, practice and testing session of the Super Championship pre-season. Championship race starts on Saturday next week. It is going to be epic. Epic. We're going to get a feel for who is in a faster car this year, or who is the better driver. Just from these little sessions, but you don't know. A lot of races. 25 races spread over 6 months is a lot of races, folks. Anybody can come out on top. Icon 1/10 of a second behind Invisible Trio, which means he is 3/10 of a second behind Andy. Einfach Thomas in fourth, Massam down in fifth, and Greta Thunberg down in sixth. Both Spider Racing teams. Oh, both of them get a little bit out of shape. They're on their outlap, so they won't care too much about that. No, Massam is on his outlap. We're going to ride on board with Spider Racing Team and see how they get on. The Vietnamese-based team, Spider Racing Team, powered by Massam and Greta Thunberg, or the F20 Greta, as I should call him. Probably shouldn't call him Greta Thunberg, considering he's not Greta Thunberg. Considering Greta Thunberg is a girl. We'll just call him the F20. Or we'll just call him Greta. That's easiest. We'll call him Greta. Greta Thunberg now trying to pull a slipstream off his teammate Massam. Oh, he goes too deep! Struggling to find a pace out there, the two of them. Yes, there's the half a second time penalty that we were expecting to see from at least one of them. Masson managed to get away with it. Icon does get the fastest, or just gets ahead of Einfach Thomas. Invisible Trio in the pits at the moment, coming out on his outlap. Will be crossing the line shortly and will move back into second place, I assume. There it goes, back in second place. Einfach Thomas with 0.8 of a second behind Icon. And we have Call Me Justin, who's just jumped into the party, or into the session, should I say. Be interesting to see how he gets on. He was super good around here the last time we tested. And here is the home hero. Super Pow has joined the session, folks. Super Pow has joined the session. Be interesting to see how he gets on around here. Massim now coming down towards turn 14 and 15. How will he fare out? Oh, he's gone deep. It will be a slow lap for them. They're struggling out around this track. They really are struggling on this track. Two seconds slower. Greta Thunberg does go faster. Well, not faster, should I say, but he does improve on his lap time. 12 people here, boys. How are you all doing? Call Me Justin now in the Bex Bull Racing Team livery, coming out onto track. Be interesting to see how he gets on. But the person we're really looking forward to seeing is the home hero, Super Pow. And Super Pow is in the pit lane in the new design Devil Racing Team livery, which is the yellow and the white. It looks really good. And out comes Super Pow out onto the track. And there goes the Devil Racing Team livery. Look at that, boys. A thing of beauty. And the Devils are here, boys. The current world champions in the team championship. He's Call Me Justin says he only got 10 minutes. There's the Bex Bull Racing Team of the Bex Bull of Call Me Justin. What an epic racer he was. I raced against him the other day. There's Nacho Gonzalez. Was wondering when he'd appear, but we have Nacho here now. Call Me Justin heating up his tires, trying to get a feel for the track. On his outlap. Thomas Kringer, greetings from the track. Thomas Kringer, how are we doing? I'm going to assume that is Einfach Thomas. I'm probably pronouncing that abysmally wrong, but hey, look, I'm trying at least. Most people won't try, I will. Thomas, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button. I really would appreciate it. Call Me Justin now. Will start his fast lap. Let's ride on board with Justin. Let's see how he gets on. Greta struggling. Justin looking strong. Right on the racing line, Masson was in the way. The two Spaniards, the home heroes, are here. Call Me Justin now coming down towards turns 7 and 8. Oh, he gets a little... Oh, I thought he lost it there for a second, but he held on well. Coming up now towards the turn. Oh, he's abandoned the lap by the looks of it. He's abandoned the lap. Yes, he's abandoned the lap by the looks of it. Yes, he has abandoned the lap. Let's check out and ride on board with Super Pow, the home hero, coming through turns 9 right now. Here goes Super Pow through turns 11 and 12. The home hero, he'd be expected to see some magical stuff come from Super Pow this season. Finished second in the championship last year. He does look quick. Doesn't he look quick, gentlemen? He looks very quick. Could Super Pow put his Merc of Devil Racing Team on pole? He crosses the line and goes only second, but only 0.2 of a second off of Andy. Impressive lap from the Spaniard. Impressive lap from the Spaniard. How will his teammate get on is the question. Oh, his teammate is, or not his teammate, but his fellow Spaniard with a 5.5 second time penalty. Call me Justin, coming back out onto the track. "12 people here, boys. How are you all doing? We had 14 a second ago. That was epic. Thanks so much, boys. I really appreciate all the support. It means a lot to me. It really does. 13 people here. Wow. Thank you so much, gents. I really appreciate that. Beckspear Racing Team, their car of Call Me Justin is out on track. Gets a 2-second time penalty, wow, and has to serve at the next lap. He's on his out lap. That'll suck. Icon now. Ooh, getting racy with Einfact Thomas. Both Speedstar Racing Team are on the arse of Icon. They're both on the rear end of Icon, and they're fighting hard too. They're really pushing. We've got racing in a practice session, folks. Thomas gets a little bit over the edge. Coming up now towards turn 9. Invisible Trio hunting him down. And it's only a practice session. And they're getting racy. Icon gets a little flash of the lights letting him know. Icon is 7/100 of a second faster than his fastest lap. Will it be enough to get back ahead of Invisible Trio, though, is the question. Andy comes into the pits now. Andy fastest overall at the moment by 0.4 of a second. Down through turns 14 now, swooping into 14 and 15. And now the big downhill swooping straight of 16. How will Icon fare out? 1:48, 0.9 of a second slower than his fastest time. That is not good. It's not what you want to be seeing from Icon. Invisible Trio, 2/100 of a second behind Super Pow. How is Super Pow faring out there? Coming up towards now turns 12, going through turn 12. Super Pow looking strong, gets through turn 15 okay, but looks a little bit slower than you'd expect to see. And is only good enough for 1:49.8, basically a 1:50. Looked a little bit slower to me, alright. It did look a little bit slower. Icon in the pit lane. we're going to get a race going shortly. We're going to get a 5-lap race going so everybody can get a feel for race pace. Okay, well, we've got the initialization glitch, so we're not going to start the race just yet. Let's see if it works now. We've got an initialization glitch, which is not really ideal. Greta apparently has a nosebleed. We're gonna wait. Andy is pulled over onto the trackside. Apparently has a nosebleed. Apparently Greta has a nosebleed. Is fighting through the nosebleed by the looks of it. Is still driving. Icon in third at the moment. Call me Justin in fifth. I'm going to start a race here shortly, folks. I'm just going to shut the lobby down. I'm going to shut the lobby down and restart it. Just start the lobby, folks. Just going to restart the lobby, folks. Five lapper. Grid order, bop on, boost off, weak, on, mechanical damage heavy, tire wear 5. Shortcut penalty strong. Wall collision penalty none. Correction of vehicle off. Car collision penalty on. Pit lane on. Ghosting during race none. And once we have everyone back in, I'll start the race more or less straight away. No, there's no need for lap times or anything like that because it won't matter. Once we have all 9 drivers back in, lobby is now reopened. I'm going to start the race. Hopefully we don't get an initialization glitch again. I'm not really sure why that happens. All we're waiting on now is... Yep, there we go. Let's get the... Why is this a problem? Is this going to be a problem next week? Because if it is, there's going to be fucking war. Why is this a problem? Some players are still initialized. No, they're not. Everybody's joined up. It's a private session. There is no initialization. Everybody is here. What is the fucking problem? Let me just look up this fucking glitch. I don't get it, lads. This better not be a freaking goddamn problem next week. Okay guys, I'm gonna have to close the lobby again and reopen it because it's not working. I'm gonna have to close the lobby and reopen it, folks, because it keeps saying it needs to initialize. I don't know what to say, folks. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But I'm going to close out, reopen it, and see if that works. Hopefully it fucking will. Yeah, it's just really it's incredibly frustrating. Like, why is that not a fixed problem? Like, why is that problem not fixed yet? Like, that, it doesn't make sense how it's a problem still. Like, that shit needs to be fixed. Yeah, I hope the lobby works as well, dude. I really do. This thing is fucking bullshit. I am not happy. Correct vehicle course after no. Right, let's try this again, folks. Hopefully it works this time around. Hopefully. I can't promise it will, but hopefully it will. Once everybody is joined and readied up, I will get it going again. Hopefully. Hopefully it works. I don't know, it keeps telling me there's an initialization glitch or a problem. And I just looked it up and it says the lobby can't be started because somebody is either joining or they're joined and they've disconnected from the host. I don't know, folks. Like, it's ridiculous now. If you're able to join the lobby, you're not disconnected from the host. You're with the host. So I really don't know what's going on. Hopefully this works. 16 people in the stream, boys. Thank you ever so much. I really do appreciate it. All the likes on the stream. Freaking awesome. Thank you so much, folks. We have Icon. We have Nacho. We have... Okay, Super Pow. I'm going to try and get this started as quick as possible, folks. Not really sure what is going on. It's quite annoying, to say the least. It is quite annoying. And there's no way for me to tell who has the problem, which is the worst thing about it. Like, come on, man. This is going to be a problem, isn't it? This is actually going to be a fucking problem. I don't know what to do, folks. I really don't know what to do. Do I need to enter? But like, I'm just looking at the chat here, like, and it's just not a problem. Like, it's everybody's here, and it's saying people need to initialize, but like, icon out and track, first one out. I don't know, boys. We're just gonna have to leave it as a practice session. I can't get the race to start. Apparently, there's an initialization problem, and just I don't know. Maybe if I enter, maybe I can start the race. I don't know, folks. 17 people here, boys. Thank you ever so much. If you haven't done already, please do hit that like button. I really would appreciate it. I'm gonna see if maybe I put in a lap. Maybe then it'll work. Maybe if I put in a lap it might work. I don't know. Let me see if I put in a lap it might work. Maybe it won't. Maybe it will. Maybe it was waiting for me to initialize. I don't know. Possibly, dude. I'm gonna try and see anyway what I can do. If I can put a lap and maybe then it'll work. I don't know. This could be a big problem in the championship, though, if this problem continues. Like. Oh, just got two up on the curb. Right, let's see if it starts now. No, it's just not working. Like, I don't get it. Like, what is actually the problem? I don't understand what the problem is. Like, why is this not working? It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Let me just see if there's a fix for it. Can everyone make sure they're online? Check Discord. You have a fix? Okay, we figured out the problem. Massim, can you back out and join back in? Can you back out and join back in? I can't see the problem, but other people can. That is a big thing that we just figured out. Massim, can you back out and come back in? We might have just fixed the big problem. We might have just fixed the big problem. Actually, no, correction. Andy might have fixed the problem. So Massim, if you are there, can you back out and join back? We might have just fixed the problem. That's the good news. "13 people, I think we have solved the problem with the server issue. We need Massim to back out and then jump back in. And Andy, will you let me know if when he joins back in, if it's still working?" We might have fixed this. We might have fixed it. We might have fixed it. It's Kyoto in the chat, monitoring the chat. Thank you, Kyoto. I appreciate that. Okay, let's try restart. Okay, still an initialization problem, folks. Still an initialization problem. Andy, can you see anything on your screen? I sure as hell can't see on my screen. It's initialized for me anyway. Still doing it. Okay, it's Massim Massim has a problem. Okay, Massim, are you in the YouTube stream right now? If you're in the YouTube stream, back out the whole way out of multiplayer, right? Completely back out the whole way of multiplayer, and then go back into multiplayer and then join back up and see does that work. That might fix the problem, because you might have a problem connected to the servers rather than me as the host. Massim, are you in the live stream, dude? Yeah, maybe even restart the game and just see if that works, dude. Are you in the live stream? Who's he? Massim is Greta. Greta, are you there? F20 Greta, are you there, dude? Are you talking with Massim? If you could tell him to close the game and reopen it, that'd be great. So we can get this going. You're here, Leo Anfang? Perfect, dude. Can you restart? Actually, we're actually out of that. Massim, perfect. Can you restart your game? Just close out the game and reopen it. Because we're still getting problems. It's showing up that you're disconnected from the host, which means you're disconnected from the server, even though you're not. But you need to back the whole way out to the main menu or close the game completely and then go. If you get me. Okay, perfect. Boys, we might get this running yet. I'm afraid to try and start it without Massim. That'd be unfair to start without Massim being here. But I also want to test and see if it actually is Massim is the problem. I'm just trying to remember, did Massim join in the last one? I don't think he did. Was it a problem last time? I don't think it was. $13 people, boys. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, boys, please do hit that like button. I really would appreciate it. We're just waiting for Massim to join back in and see if that works. Just going to turn off my camera for 1 second, folks. I'm going to have a quick little supple of my drink. Simi, you reckon that he has that problem regularly? Massim occasionally had that problem. Okay, interesting. Okay, so he has, that's a known problem for him. Okay, sure. That is a known problem. Good to know. At least we might know how to fix it now. And he's joined back in, I think. Okay. Okay, let's see if that works now. Nope, still an initialization problem. Andy, can you tell me if it's working? Yeah, it's not working yet anyway. Oh, wait, no, don't leave. No. You already had left. Dude, I am so freaking sorry. I did not know you weren't in the session. Fuck. I'm so sorry, Leon. I did not know you were in the session. Can we get lights out and away we go? Here we go. And it's lights out and it's time to go racing. Icon and Andy get off the line very well, but Andy gets off the line way better than Icon did. Andy gets right up into the lead. Super Pow now moves up into second place and is right behind Andy. Here goes Super Pow. And Super Pow moves up into first place in the 5-lap sprint race. Just to get a feel for the track, Andy now in second, Icon running in third, Super Pow, 0.4 of a second, the home hero is out ahead of everybody. Nacho Gonzalez in that, in the Ragnarok Racing, starting to struggle just a little bit. Greta Thunberg is now hunting down Invincible Trio. Invincible Trio looking to make a move on Icon. Does he get around him? No, he doesn't. In fact, Thomas gets ahead of his teammate, gets a 2-second time penalty for his troubles as well. Invincible Trio now back ahead of Thomas. Icon 0.8 of a second behind Andy. Andy 0.8 of a second behind Super Pow. 1.1 seconds separate them now. Super Pow has really pulled away here. Leon, I'm really sorry, dude. Man, that's fucking goddamn so annoying. Dude, I really don't know what you're gonna do. I'm gonna look up a couple of fixes for it, and I'm gonna get back to you personally. On Discord. Oh, and Invincible Trio gets ahead of Icon. Icon got very wide. Invincible Trio now starting to hunt down Andy. Andy 1.4 seconds behind Super Pow, who is just in a league of his own. He is taken off here. It's his home race. What would you wouldn't expect anything less from his home race. I actually better start my camera back up. Super Pow, 1.3 seconds in the lead. Andy starting to catch Super Pow with a little bit of slipstream. Now Super Pow starting to pull away. Invincible Trio now going to make a move on Andy. Icon not too far behind him, pulling a small slipstream. Will it be late braking though? They don't make a move. Icon doesn't go to make a move. Looks up the inside, has a little nose up the inside of Invincible Trio, but does not make anything happen. 1/10 of a second separates Invincible Trio from Icon. Icon on the outside line, looking to make some sort of move on Invincible Trio, but it doesn't work out. 2/10 separate them. 9/10 of a second separate Invincible Trio from Andy, but Invincible Trio is looking like he's going to have the fastest lap of the race so far. 9/10 of a second separates Super Pow from Andy. Invincible Trio now 1 second behind Andy 1 second ahead of Invincible Trio, and 2/10 separate Invincible Trio from Icon. He really gets tangled up in the gravel trap there. Falls back nearly 1 second. In fact, it is a second now. He's brought it back a little bit. Looks like Invincible Trio had a little bit of a problem as well. Icon now starting to catch up with Invincible Trio. Will he get him going down into the main straight is the question. Super Pow swerving and derving on the straight, trying to maintain that lead. Andy, tires starting to come alive now a little bit for Andy by the looks of it. All 4 of the race leaders are within 7/10 of each other. How epic is that? Icon now 5/10 of a second just behind Invincible Trio. Or should I say Invincible Trio is 5/10 of a second ahead of Icon. Icon though hunting down Invincible Trio. 7/10 separate them again. And there's weaving and deaving going on here. Super Pow looking to make some sort of defensive move. Andy getting within touching distance of Super Pow. 3/10 separate them. 2/10 now. Here comes Andy. "14 people watching, boys. Please do hit that like button if you haven't already. 3 of you haven't hit the like button. Please do it." Andy looks to make a move on Super Pow. 1/10 of a second is all that separates. They go wheel to wheel. Super Pow manages to hold off in that corner. Heading up towards turn 7 and 8. Andy looks down to the inside of Super Pow. Does he make it happen? He does! But Super Pow comes right back at him through turn 8. Now up through turn 9. Who will get the better of him? Super Pow gets a better exit. Oh, there's a little bit of contact made. Not too much though. Andy now back in the slipstream, and Invisible Trio and Icon are making him. Icon's making a move on Invisible Trio. Does he move up into third? He doesn't. Invisible Trio makes a dive bomb and hits into the side of Super Pow. And now Icon and Andy are battling for first. That was a dive bomb that I don't think Invisible Trio would have ever been able to pull off, and he gets a 5-second time penalty for his troubles, which brings his teammate Thomas back into it. Luckily, this is not a real race scenario. This is only practice. Andy looking to make moves. Icon now in the slipstream, but Super Pow storming up behind them. Super Pow now back in the mix, only 9/10 of a second behind them. Andy now struggling to keep Icon behind. Icon gets, oh, he's gone a little wide, gets a wheel into the gravel trap, brings Super Pow back into the mix. Only one lap in it. 2/10 separate them. Oh, Andy gets a little bit out of shape, and looks like Icon now is in a prancing mood and is right up behind Andy. Icon looking down to make a move on Andy if he can. Looks like Andy got a better exit, but here comes Icon. And right behind, oh, Icon looks to make a move, and Andy gets a little bit out of shape and goes wide and ends up conceding to Icon, who now takes the lead of this race. But Super Pow all of a sudden has come back into contention. Little wheel up onto the gravel trap. Super Pow now looking to make a move on Andy. Only 2/10 separate them. Icon 5/10 ahead of Andy. Super Pow will be in the slipstream of Andy now. And the power of that Mercedes AMG. Andy now moves to the left and to the right, and Super Pow looks to the outside line, gets ahead of Andy, but looks, will he be able to get ahead of Andy? No, he doesn't. Super Pow makes a dive, does pull off, and now he's in the hunt of Icon. Icon gets a little bit wide out there. Here comes Andy, 3/10 of a second behind Super Pow with a 2-second time penalty. I don't know for what, maybe track limits? Icon now extending his lead to 1.2 seconds. Icon now heading down towards turn 6. Into turn 6 he goes. And through turn 7. And 8. And now on to 9. 1.6 seconds ahead, Super Pow. Andy fall back a little bit. Super Pow drove a great race. And Icon is 1.8 seconds, 2 seconds now ahead of Super Pow, and win the practice race. It was an epic drive from Icon today, folks, I have to say. I mean, like, he was not strong in the practice session or in the qualifying session, but he definitely was strong here. Super Pow was robbed a little bit. A dive bomb gone wrong from Invisible Trio took him out of contention a little bit, but he did hold on well. I think Super Pow had damage. Yeah, he had a lot of damage. Super Pow had massive damage from that. But congratulations, Icon. That was a fairly spectacular practice session. Massim, really sorry, dude. I don't know what the hell happened to you. It's really quite frustrating. Yeah, I don't know, man. I really don't know. Oh man, that's really annoying. Anyway, folks, that is me done. I have to go and get ready for my Formula 1 stream with Rob Goblin. But boys, that was epic. I really enjoyed that. Thank you so much for tuning in. We had 50, nearly 20 people viewing at one point, boys. 20 people viewing? That's insane. That's insane. That's the most number that this channel's ever had, which is freaking awesome. So obviously, I was a little bit toned down. I'm way more energetic when the races are actually on. This is only a practice session, folks, so I'm not going to get overly excited about it, but the racing was fantastic and hard wasn't to get excited about it. But anyway, boys, without further ado, I have to go and get ready for my next stream, and go have a smoke in between. 12 people still here, boys. You freaking awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And boys, without further ado, I will see you in about 20 minutes time maybe see you in 20 minutes time. You don't have to come if you don't want to. The Formula 1 streams tend to be a little bit more boring. I enjoy doing them, so that's why I do them. But maybe I won't, because I haven't heard it from Rob, so hopefully he makes contact with me. But anyway, boys, without further ado, go to Mila Magot, August, Shlana Valia.